Our daily use of the internet allows us to witness firsthand how this form of technology steadily changes. From increased downloading speeds to more application and capabilities, it appears to be changing faster than we can keep up with.
Nowadays, most of your connection time probably relies on the use of Wi-Fi, a revolutionary invention of our age that allowed people to detach from cables and have the freedom of movement when using their devices. However, as every good thing, it has its disadvantages. When connecting to Wi-Fi networks using your device, you open yourself up to a series of threats. Everything you send or receive is carried on a radio wave that can be picked up not just by your electronic device, but by any other receiver within range. Thus, because of its dangers, Wi-Fi might become a thing of the past. In fact, the future of your internet connection may be dependent upon what is called LIFI, which is 100 times faster than an average home Wi-Fi connection. LIFI works similarly to Wi-Fi. However, rather than using radio waves to transmit data, it uses LED lights for encoding messages in flashes of light. Therefore, because light cannot penetrate walls, it provides a secure connection that Wi-Fi cannot. Finally, since LED lights are found in your home, in your car, and on the street, LIFI has the capability of turning every LED light into a wireless communication device.
One of the biggest issues modern man faces is where to store all the data he accumulates. Whether for personal use or for business, cloud computing has become an essential component of this decade and will play an instrumental part in the growth of the internet in the future. It helps ordinary people save their files in a safe space for free, and it also supports the growth of internet-based startups and businesses with an affordable and practical way to store all their data, changing the way the internet is used.
Online shopping is the future of shopping. Retailers of all types are expanding product lines, adding in-store pickup, free shipping, and experimenting with social media. Online stores reach beyond the geographic limitations of traditional stores. As a result, it is pulling valuable sales from local retailers who are unable to compete with online prices and the ease of online shopping. Companies and retailers have realized that an online presence is crucial for their businesses to survive, as e-shopping reached the $4 trillion mark in 2015. New methods of shipping are being explored so that customers get their online purchases even faster. In the US, there are plans to use drones for shipping, and currently you can go online and purchase items from certain online retailers and get your product at your door within 2 hours. This is done through a network of drivers who pick up and drop off your order for a minimal fee. The internet has not just allowed for the creation of online commerce, but has even opened the door for digital currencies. Bitcoin is a novel type of digital currency, primarily known to relatively few people back when it was first created in 2013. It works just like regular currency, like euros or dollars. The only difference is that it is merely sequences of computer code, so it only exists online. Bitcoins are transferred through the safe peer-to-peer technology from one computer to another. The benefits are that transactions are instant and anonymous. However, the drawback is that no central bank or government oversees it, so its value can fluctuate dramatically.
Education is one component of society that has radically transformed in the 21st century. From online platforms to sources of information, the way we learn is no longer limited to textbooks and traditional classrooms.
However, what we can learn from the internet is not the same from country to country. In fact, the plethora of information on the web can be a great threat. Countries dominated by repressive regimes often see the internet as a serious threat to their sovereignty and their population, and therefore often shut off access to various sites that go against the government's policies and beliefs. On the other hand, citizens from democratic countries use the internet as a vehicle of protest, freely expressing their opinions and amassing support.
Not only do citizens utilize social media, but also political figures. In fact, the political climate of today is often influenced by what is voiced on social media, as prominent politicians realize the benefits and burdens of shaping their online identity.
Even though there are many people who are willing to voice their views and become active in the governmental process, the reduced quota in voting throughout democratic countries has caused concern. Thus, these countries are looking to the internet to get people to perform their civic duty and vote online. Though the convenience of online voting would get more people to vote, there are security concerns about hacking that must be first addressed.
Social media have brought people closer than any other form of media in the past. But a paradox has become evident. It seems the more connected one is to social media, the lonelier he or she becomes. Nowadays, even young children are isolated on phones or tablets, rather than playing outdoors or engaging in creative games with peers. The challenge for our generation is to find ways to use this technology in a positive manner, but to never forget that real relationships are built with face-to-face interaction.
Online video games are popular amongst young people today, and it is true that extensive playtime has a negative effect on people's health and social life. However, most don't know that playing video games can actually have a positive impact. For example, adults and children can reduce stress, which prevents depression and hostile behavior. Research has also proven that video gaming teaches problem-solving skills and improves creativity. Finally, gaming is also a great opportunity for children who are not very athletic to excel amongst their friends, which can ultimately boost those children's confidence.
Firstly, we asked students if they believe that bitcoins will be the future of online payments. Most males believe that bitcoins will in fact be the primary online currency. However, 65% of females said that they didn't really know what bitcoin is versus only 14% of boys. This coincides with data that reveals that males are more interested in technological fields, with a large majority of university entrants to the field of computer sciences being male. Furthermore, we asked our classmates what they thought should be the maximum time spent playing online video games per day. At first glance, the answers seem quite similar, but if we take a closer look, we observe that there are some interesting differences between boys and girls. On the one hand, 9% of females answered that there should not be a limit for video game use. On the other hand, this percentage increased to 41% when boys were asked if there should be a limit. This significant difference could be due to the fact that boys are more likely to play video games than girls, which is why they would prefer not to limit their playtime. Furthermore, 43% of girls believe that up to 1 hour of playing is acceptable. 18% of boys, however, did not think that 1 hour was enough playtime. As is evident by the data we gathered, the perspective of boys and girls on online gaming is directly correlated with their tendency to use this form of entertainment.
The internet itself is changing right before our very eyes, and we are changing because of it. Our own lives are so deeply affected by the digital age that if we were suddenly to be disconnected, the world would stop in its tracks. The innovative minds of our world will keep finding ways to use this valuable tool to shape and mold the world. The future is ahead of us, and it is in our generation's hands to guide the path forward from here, to help the internet develop for the better.